Those of you that are new with us this week, my name is Michael Kahn. I'm one of the co-founders here at CTFO, the Chief Operations Officer. Tonight, we've got a very special call lined up for you. And the reason I say that is because, sometimes we do product training calls and sometimes we do business training calls. And this last week, we were trying to decide, well, which one do we want to do tonight? And then we realized, hey, if we get this person on the call, we could do both. So tonight, you get to hear from someone who has an absolutely amazing personal testimony as to what our CTFO CBD products can do for your health. But that's not all she's going to share tonight. She's also growing her CTFO business like crazy. And folks, she's doing this in December, when a lot of people sort of shut down their business building efforts for the holiday season. Not this lady, not this dynamo. For those of you that were with us at the gala in Las Vegas, you already know what an amazing powerhouse she is. And don't worry, for those of you that weren't lucky enough to be there back in when we were in Las Vegas, well, you're in luck tonight because you get to hear it tonight. I have the huge pleasure of introducing a 25K vice president who is already well on her way to higher ranks and I believe the very top of CTFO. She's only been with us for less than a year, yet she's absolutely changing the future outcome of hundreds, if not thousands, of other people's health and wealth, as well as her own, as you're about to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us tonight from New Jersey, I give you the one, the only, the amazing Karen Appian. Karen, I like building you up, but it's such a pleasure to have you on tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you. That was quite the build-up. I appreciate it. So, hi, everybody. As Michael said, my name is Karen Appy, and I'm from Jersey. And I'm a mom and a grandma and a very busy, active person. And I'm just going to give a little history so you have an idea of how I really got to CTFO. But I'm a nurse by degree and actually spent most of my adult career as a legal nurse consultant working in Manhattan in nursing and medical negligence. And in October of 2015, out of nowhere, I was diagnosed with a life-threatening situation. I was told to get my affairs in order and to get across the state to a hospital to get checked in and try to fight off a life-threatening situation. I had less than a 10% chance of survival, and I was scared to death, I will say. You never expect all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out from under it, and life as you know it is never going to be the same. And it wasn't. And I spent 2015, 2016, and 2017 undergoing chemotherapy. And in 2016, I underwent what's called a stem cell transplant. And from there, I suffered many, many complications from all of that and had difficulties with congestive heart failure and respiratory failure. I lost my vision and all my hair fell out, my eyelashes fell off, and my skin fell off, and I dealt with lots of those complications of my body rejecting the donor cells from my stem cell transplant. And I found myself in February of 2018, while I was alive, I was due for 6 more months of chemo. I was wheelchair-bound, and I was having severe difficulties with neuropathy pain, so I was unable to walk, and I had what's called restless leg syndrome, which kept me awake all night, which also caused me to be very depressed, living this immobile life. And I was on massive amounts of prescribed medications to help me sleep or to help me cope or to help with my pain. And all of that had really fried my brain, which was very upsetting because I could tell that I was slipping out of being oriented and I was having hallucinations, and I hadn't left my house in over 2 years. And I was desperate, and I didn't know what to do. My team of clinicians, as I'm spiraling downward, their answers were, let's up the doses of my meds. And those doses of my meds were already causing me to be, I was calling myself a contracted zombie on the couch because I really wasn't living. And it was actually quite by accident, found CBD online, and in doing the research, found CTFO, ended up on the phone, and again, quite by accident, ended up with our awesome founder, Stuart Finger. From there, I ordered the products. After talking with him, I knew that this was a company that I definitely would trust after talking to him, and I trusted by what he told me about the products. And I did not have experience with CBD, and even though I'm a nurse of 30 years, I really didn't know anything about it, nor did I really know anything about our endocannabinoid system. So all this was quite new. But I'll tell you what happened. On February 12th, I got my oils, and I got the deep healing cream with emu oil. And I took the cream and I put it on my hands. Now, these hands couldn't close. The neuropathy was so bad I couldn't brush my teeth. I couldn't close my fingers to brush my teeth. I put the cream on my hands and my feet. Within 20 minutes, the pain was gone. Within 20 minutes. And I have not had restless leg again since February the 12th. Now, that night was crazy. I put the oils under my tongue, like they said, and I went to bed. And I woke up the next day, and I thought, this is so weird. I actually feel better. And I thought, well, this must be a placebo effect. And because I was anything but organic. So there was no way I was going to believe that this actually had some kind of reaction on me. And what happened was I continued to take, and I'm on the 1,500 milligrams. Well, now I'm on the 10X, but I was on the regular one. And I kept taking it twice a day under my tongue in the morning and at night. And every day I got better. So much so that by the end of April, I was playing tennis on a tennis court and serving tennis balls. There was no more restless leg. There was no more sadness. There was no more sleeplessness. I just continued to get better and better. And I was able to give up those medications that I was on, those heavy-duty opioids and everything that were clogging up my brain, and just use my oils. And I continued to get better. And by May, I was on a vacation at a lake paddleboarding with my kids. And I continued to get better, so much so that my blood work changed. And they canceled the next 6 months of the scheduled chemo because I didn't need it anymore because I'm doing so well. And my blood work came back perfect. So it's been an amazing journey. And from February to now, my physical being continues to get better. My brain is healing. My body is healing. I'm able to metabolize food again. I sleep. And CTFO has turned out to be a second blessing in disguise. So not only am I physically continuing to get better from the inside out, all of me, I have grown hair. I now have hair that's down to my shoulders. I used to be bald, and I have eyelashes and eyebrows. And it's not just the vanity part. The business part ended up becoming the other blessing because I now have this huge team of wonderful, wonderful people who are all on the same path of spreading a wellness message. And so from the business end, which I never even thought about when all this started, has turned out to be a reason for me to have purpose again in my life, which I thought was long, long gone. And now I'm finding myself working with amazing people on my team. And so I wanted to share a few things about what we were doing as a team and see if it might be some tidbits that some of you that are listening might help you a little bit in your journey with CTFO. You know, along the way, what I've learned is I always try to be a sponge and follow the leaders. And we have such great leaders in this company. So one thing I always do is really try to listen to other people's trainings, because to me, you can always learn something from other people. And my team, we call Team Give. And we named that, and as we're growing, I'm finding that's exactly the perfect name for us, because we find ourselves giving people hope, giving people a message. So we do a lot of events. Our main message is to share, and we really follow the tip like this. We are educators, we're distributors, and then we're recruiters of other people who would like to share the message. And the way that we've been doing that is we do a lot of events. And when I say events, I mean it could be 3 people in the room. But we go everywhere. We could be in a dental office at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Or we could be at a pet hotel on a Saturday afternoon. Or in someone's living room, or at a church. And what we really do is we gather people, groups of people, where we can educate and spread our message about CTFO and about the products that we have available for people. What I find is we just need to continually share. And I love to use the example, and I heard it on a recent call by another awesome leader in our company, Todd Dalton. Shout out to Todd. I waitressed all through my nursing school, and I learned something there that applies right here, and I try to teach this with my team. As you're going out and talking to people, every day, just share. It's not your responsibility or your job for that person to be your customer or your new associate. The only thing you're supposed to do is share. So like a waitress, when I was waitressing and I would go around and I'd offer somebody a cup of coffee, and if they said no thank you, I said okay, and I went next, and I moved on to the next table and see if they want coffee. And so I really think that going out and just spreading the message to people and letting them know what we have available and not taking on anything else, just keeping it very, very simple. And I have found that by doing those daily contacts, even if you're just contacting a couple of people every single day, you will build your business, because people are looking for CBD. People want help. They don't know where to get it. They don't know how to dose it. Recently, we've been summoned to our local hospital to come and educate the physicians there. So as the word spreads, people are going to be looking for you to help them. So you can assume people are going to be looking for you, and just go ahead and try to find them before they even find you. And what I like to think of is that we can be limitless with CBD. We can help everybody with something, and everybody can be a part of the CBD CTFO family as well, whether they're a customer, an associate, or a referral source of somebody that you can help. So I hope some of that helped some of you tonight, to give you a few tidbits, and I hope each and every one of you have an amazing journey. I know for me, I can tell you the products, I've tried several of them, and I am just in love with so many of the products. And I just want to briefly talk about a couple of things. I started on the oil and the Emu cream, and they continue to be great, although I did move up to the 1500 Purex, and it definitely was so much like a jetpack, as they talk about. I've had so much energy that I'm refinishing my bedroom furniture, and I'm getting up at like 6:30 in the morning to do it, because I need more to do in my day. So that's how much energy that CBD has given me. And I just have to share that, us being able to give somebody a good night's sleep or energy the next day, the other part that's been awesome for me is to hear the testimonies. So it's not just me getting all these great results that I got in these 9 months from this particular company's products, but I hear it every day. I hear people who have come off of blood pressure medications that they were on for 20 years, or somebody who's getting their cholesterol under control for the first time in 10 years, or people who have dealt with a child with behavioral issues who is now being able to cope through many situations. So we have some amazing products that can help people with daily functioning. Even just getting that good night's sleep is going to give somebody a great day ahead, whether it's at work or taking a test. The other products that I have absolutely loved is the hair products, and I just want to mention them real quick. I lost all of my hair through my chemo, and the hair products have been phenomenal. So I'm using the 4 steps, and the shampoo and the conditioner, the leave-in and the moisturizer. So for any of you that have questions about it, please try it and recommend it because it's a phenomenal product. So I hope that helps. And Michael, was there anything else you wanted me to share?
No, I'm just in awe, Karen. Thank you so very much. I love, every time I hear you talk, I love listening to it. You're amazing. And really, it's nothing short of miraculous to hear how CTFO and CBD are changing your health and your future outcome. It's just, I love it. So thank you so much. And
can I just leave one more marketing tip that I forgot?
Absolutely.
So one thing I'm going to share with everybody, and those that are on the call that are on my team already know that I do this, but whenever I am in a room at an event or anywhere actually, I ask the person who I am speaking to take out their phone. It is a part of my presentation, whether I'm talking to one person standing in an office or I'm in front of a room full of people. And I have them go ahead and plug in the website and go into my online store, or if it's a different person hosting, I have everybody in the room go ahead and pull up the website. And I walk them through so they can see what we have there and how they can go ahead in and shop as a customer or join. So it's just a suggestion. It works fantastic. If you say to them, everybody pull out their phone, everybody will do it. And then all of a sudden they're on your site and you don't have to wait for somebody to leave you, go home, pull up your website. So I just wanted to share that one tip because it's been working very, very well.
That is smart. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm going to steal that one. Thank you. Very good, folks. I'm going to share 2 more quick things with you, and then we'll end the call. Last week, I mentioned how I was at an annual physical, and my doctor actually became a voluntary prospect here. He asked, because one of the things they do is ask you what you do for a living, and so I mentioned my online CBD business, and he was all over it like crazy. Well, today I was getting my my vision prescription renewed. You know, when you're with your glasses, you got to they keep you updated on your vision. So I'm at the eye doctor's just getting the updated vision prescription, and he asked me, what do you do? And I said the same thing, and so I think I have 2 doctors now that are becoming at least my customers, if not eventually my associates, simply like Karen said, by sharing with people what you've got your hands on there. And the other thing I wanted to share is I just heard it. I've not verified this yet, but I just heard it twice online. It looks like the U.S. Senate has passed the Farm Bill that basically, and I'm not a lawyer, I don't know the exact legalities, but my understanding is it basically legalizes CBD once and for all throughout the federal standing of what it is to have CBD. So this Farm Bill that everyone's been waiting on apparently was passed today. So, folks, I hope you really do realize what you've got your hands on here and how much better it's getting daily and how this really is the real thing. It can help change your life. It can help change the people's lives that you share it with. We are truly changing the future outcome. So I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. I believe next week will be our last call of the year because following that, we go into Christmas and New Year's on Tuesday nights. So join us next week. We, all of us, we are the CTFO family. I hope you're enjoying family time in this holiday season. And if you want to experience the miracles that Karen was sharing who we are with everyone. And who knows, maybe you'll be our next special guest speaker. So thank you. Thanks to all our members, our associates, our customers. You're what makes CTFO great, and we truly appreciate you for it. That's it for tonight's call. Karen, once again, thank you so much for sharing and for joining and for all you do. And folks, we'll be back again next Tuesday with another great call. Be sure to invite everyone you can to join us on these Tuesday nights, and we'll talk to you again next week. Have a great evening, everybody. Take care, and Merry Christmas to all.